Welcome class 10 to the online bio classes. Today we are not going to start any new chapter, just like the previous week. I have written revision for unit test, and first of all you must be aware of the syllabus which I had already given. The revision syllabus for your first unit test is chapters 1, 2 and 3, that is cell cycle and cell division, number 2 structure of chromosomes, and number 3 genetics, that is Mendel's laws of inheritance and sex-linked inheritance of disease. Now we will discuss some questions today of fundamental of genetics. In order to prepare for your unit test, you read from inside the book thoroughly all the points and do not miss any important topics. Any topics you don't miss. You try to read all the terms. Now main points for revision. First I will say about chapter 2. What is genetics? The branch of biology which deals with the study of heredity and variations. That is, heredity means transfer of genetic characters from parents to their offsprings. So what is variations? The next word which is there in the definition. Variations is differences among the individuals of a species. Like brothers and sisters belonging to the same parent, they are different from each other. That is, variations is shown even among the members of a family, members of a species also, and that is due to the genes which are present in them. Now next we have studied about Gregor John Mendel is called the father of genetics, and he studied the sweet pea or the garden pea, you can say, not the sweet pea, that is Pisum sativum. The plant which he studied for his experiments was Pisum sativum. He is known as father of genetics. And what are the three laws that he gave? First law is known as law of dominance, second one is called law of segregation, and third one is known as law of independent assortment. You have to learn all the three laws. Now what are the important terms which are related, like dominant character? What is dominant character? The character which expresses itself is called dominant character. In the F1 generation, that is in the offsprings, it is visible. Like the height is visible, the person is tall. It means tallness is the dominant character. It does not mean that the genes or the alleles for dwarfness is not present in that individual. Similarly, recessive character is the character which remains masked, that is covered, and is not expressed in the individual. Then alleles, what is alleles? The alternative forms of genes. Already we have discussed all this. Phenotype, the observable character, that is those characters which are seen from outside, which we can see, observe, they are called phenotype. And genotype is the genetic combination or the genetic expression of characters. Like each and every character is controlled by certain genes. So genetic constitution, the combination of genes in an organism, is called genotype. Then what is hybrid? Hybrid is a cross between two parents. What is chromosomes? Chromosomes are the thread-like structures which are made up of chromatin material which transfer genetic information from one generation to the next. Then we studied what is homologous chromosomes. The chromosomes which occurs in pair, in which one of them comes from father, the other one comes from mother, that is maternal and paternal chromosomes, which are similar in shape, size, and which carry the same type of genes, are called homologous chromosomes. Then we studied about mutation. What is mutation? A sudden change in one or more genes or the structure or the number of chromosomes which can bring about a new changes in the progeny, that is in the individual, in the offsprings, is called mutation. So due to mutation, new characters may arise in an individual. Down syndrome is an example of mutation. Then what are traits? The alternative form of a character are called traits. Like character is height, what are the alternative forms? Tallness and dwarfness. So tallness and dwarfness are called the traits. What is monohybrid cross? A cross which involves parents having only one pair of contrasting character, like only height we have taken. But if we take the height of the plant as well as the color of the flower two characters at a time. Such type of cross is called dihybrid cross. Then we studied about the sex determination in human beings. In human beings, there are two types of chromosomes. The autosomes, which are similar in both male and female, they are 22 pairs. That is, 44 chromosomes are similar in male and female. They are called autosomes or the body chromosomes. And the one pair, that is known as sex chromosomes, they are different. In male it is XY, in female it is XX. Then certain characters which are transferred from one generation to the other and they are linked to X or the Y chromosome, they are called sex-linked inheritance. Okay, and such characters are called sex-linked traits. Example, color blindness and hemophilia. Now, some questions we will discuss, like fill in the blanks. A character that is masked is considered as recessive, blank is there, while the one which is expressed is known as dominant. Again, blank is there, so blank will be dominant. Number B, chromosomes carry genetic information in the form of dash, that is genes. Third one, number C, the number of chromosomes in human beings is dash. How many chromosomes are there in human beings? 46. Okay, so you have to write 46. Then number D, the physical appearance of genes is called, blank is there, so answer should be, it is known as phenotype. Number E, color blindness and hemophilia are examples of dash inheritance. So what should be the answer? We will write sex-linked inheritance. Okay. Then number F, the difference in inherited genetic constitution in individuals of species is called, the answer is variations. Okay. Now complete the sentence by choosing the correct word. Like, a girl child receives her X chromosome from, one question is there, a girl child receives her X chromosome from, then choice is her father only, oblique, both her mother and father. So girl child will receive the X chromosome from, the answer is from both her mother and father, because two X chromosomes are there. So one X chromosome comes from father, the other one comes from mother. Okay. Similarly, give appropriate biological or technical term. Okay. An allele which expresses itself on the other. What is that called? Dominant allele. Number 2, a chemical substance which constitutes genes, means which chemical makes the genes. The answer is DNA or deoxyribonucleic acid. Then number 3, an example of X-linked inheritance. The answer is color blindness. Number 4, a condition in which both the alleles are identical, like both are capital T, both are identical. Such a condition is called homologous. What is it called? Homologous. Okay. Then next, so this will be your answer, homologous. Number 5, the fundamental unit of heredity. What should be the one word answer? Fundamental unit of heredity is gene. G-E-N-E, genes. Okay. Number 6, the second law stated by Mendel. Stated means said by Mendel. Which was the second law of Mendel? The answer is law of segregation. Then number 7, the Mendelian cross, which is carried out taking one pair of contrasting characters. One pair. So answer should be monohybrid cross. The type of, next question number 8, the type of sex chromosomes in males. In males it is X, Y. Okay. Then number 9, an alternation in genetic material that can be inherited. The answer is alternation. Alternation means some changes in the genetic material. That is called mutation. Okay. M-U-T-A-T-I-O-N, mutation. Alteration means either the chromosome number will be different, changes in the number of chromosomes, or the structure of chromosomes, or the number of genes. Any one will be different. Then number 10, the genetic constitution of an individual for any character due to which it expresses itself. Genetic constitution of an individual. So that is known as genotype. Just like phenotype is the physical appearance, genotype is the genetic constitution of an individual. Okay. Okay, now the next question is multiple choice. One question, 4 options will be there. Like one question I will discuss. Which of the following term represents a pair of contrasting characters or factors? The choices are number A, alleles, B, phenotype, C, homozygous, D, heterozygous. Represents a pair of contrasting characters or factors. So answer is number 2, alleles. Represents contrasting characters or factors. Then true, false is there, and correct the last one. You know how to do it. Like one example I'll give. The number of chromosomes in human beings is 24 pairs. So it is false. So you have to cut that 24 and write there 23 pairs. That is the correct answer. Okay. Like one more question. The sex chromosomes of males are XX type. It is wrong. It's not XX type. It's XY type. Already I have rubbed. Now very short answer questions. Each carrying 1 mark. Name the following. Number A, the plant used by Mendel for experiments. What is the answer? Garden pea plant, which is known as, or the scientific name is Pisum sativum. Then the phenotypic ratio of offsprings in F2 generation in dihybrid cross. In dihybrid cross, the phenotypic ratio is 9:3:3:1. 9:3:3:1. This is for dihybrid, okay, not for monohybrid cross. So learn the ratios of both monohybrid and dihybrid cross. Phenotype, genotype is not required. Okay. Now next one is number C, the father of genetics. Who is known as the father of genetics? Gregor John Mendel. Chromosomes which do not take part in sex determination of an organism. So which chromosomes are they? They are called autosomes or body chromosomes. That is 22 pairs. Okay. And the sex chromosome of a female, you know, X chromosome is the sex chromosome of female. Now what is the difference between a character and a trait? You learn this one also. Then next question is, I will discuss some question of, question short answer type, 2 marks question. What is the sex linked inheritance? Explain with the help of an example. Okay. So sex linked inheritance is the appearance of a trait which is caused due to the presence of allele exclusively either on the X chromosome or Y chromosome. Example, color blindness and hemophilia. Okay, this much answer you have to write for 2 marks. Now, for 3 marks questions are there. But let me discuss one question so that you can understand 2 marks question. A genetic disease is caused by a recessive allele, a small r. The normal condition, capital R, is dominant. The mother is the carrier for the disease, but the father has normal alleles. You have to complete the diagram. Okay. Then 3 marks question. The sex of a child depends on her father. Explain or justify. So how can you justify? You know that female has only XX chromosome, means she has only the female chromosome, not the Y chromosome. But male has X, Y, both chromosomes are there. So whether the child will be male or female, it depends entirely on the presence of X or Y chromosome from the father. So father is responsible for the sex of the child. Okay. Then next is differences between monohybrid. What were the causes of Mendel's success? You can write point wise, like he kept the records and he used a single character at a time, and all the 7 pairs of traits which were selected by him were showing complete dominance. He used statistical, that is mathematical methods of keeping all the records, and he chose garden pea for his experiments. He concentrated on only 1 character at a time. Okay. Then next one is long answer type, that is 5 marks question, in which name the following is there. Then some diagram based questions are there which can be discussed. Okay. So I will just discuss the last 10 years type questions which has been asked in the board exam, so that you will have idea that what type of questions are asked from it. Okay. Okay, good. Now this one. Explain the terms monohybrid cross, gene, phenotype. It was asked in 2009 5 marks question. Number B, name the two sex-linked disease in males. Number C, state Mendel's law of segregation. Okay, similarly explain the following terms. It was asked in 2008. Number A, mutation. Number B, homologous chromosomes. And number C, alleles. There are 3 marks because one definition, each carrying 1 marks only. Like mutation, if you write the answer, you will get 1 marks. If you write homologous chromosomes definition, 1 marks again. Okay. So only these 2 chapters we have done. Now, this one was Mendel's one. No? Chromosomes I have not done. Yeah, structure of chromosomes one. We will complete that one. After that it will be over. Yes. In cell division, diagram based question based on like division of cell, like mitosis, stage of mitosis may be asked. So you have to prepare well, and short questions also in which one word answers are there, that can be practiced, that you can practice for your examinations. Okay. For this unit test, you need to learn or concentrate mostly from inside the book all the terms, all the words which are there, the definitions which may be asked in your test, as well as the differences, definition, short question answers, and you can also practice some diagram based questions. Okay. If it is told to write the answer, you must write it in a piece of paper and submit it in the school counter or in the to the guard. In the counter only it will be better if you submit, okay, along with your name. Okay, now next one is okay, listen, now regarding your assignment also. Assignment means here you have to do practical. If you have got the practical file from the school, like when you have got the books, you may have got the practical record file also. So you have to write the experiments, 5 experiments, and submit it. After the test you can submit, okay, but you must complete your assignment. That is only called assignment. Here in science we have the practical file in which you have to write any 5 experiments with the diagrams, whatever details are given. So you must complete that also. But now you concentrate mainly on your unit test, okay. So hope you have done the revision, and today this much only. After watching the video you can write your name in the comments, okay. Thank you.